Welcome back to week 3 of your GMHBA Healthier at Home workout series. Today we are doing a workout that is comprised of a bit of strength and a bit of cardio. So we're really elevating the game with these workouts. For our warm-up, all you will need is a chair or bench handy and a little bit of space to get you moving and warm and ready to go. So to get us nice and ready and warm, our warm-up is 2 exercises. We're going to be working for 30 seconds on, 10 seconds off, working through 3 rounds. All you will need is that bench available or a chair and just a little bit of space to get another movement through. Movement number 1 that we're going into is our standing marches. Up on the spot, we're driving those knees up and really pumping through with those arms to get that heart rate going. Movement number 2, we're sitting on the chair. Sitting up nice and tall, bring your hips forward a little bit and then hinge over, bringing those chests over the knees. And we're going to start big circles, trying to get a little bit of range through our hips, maybe through our back as well. As we do so, let's just try and keep our head to hips nice and straight. All right, so all we need, 30 seconds on, 10 seconds off. We're going to work through this together. Okay, we're starting off with 30 seconds with movement number 1, which is our marches. So find that position in your space that you're working with, chest up nice and tall, and we're going to get into those marches. 30 seconds, here we go. Doing well. If you feel like you want to go a little bit more intensely, you can start to bring out that pace a little bit quicker each step. Or bring it back down. Almost there, working through the full 30 seconds. All right, finding some space onto your chair. Chest is broad, hinge at the hips, keeping that nice straight spine. And we're going to start those circles that we are working through. Maybe do 2 to 3 clockwise and then counterclockwise, finding a few tighter little spots through the spine, maybe through the side of the body. If you've been working pretty hard the past few weeks, you might feel like you just need a little bit more love with the flexibility movements. And finishing there. Round number 2, into those marches again. Getting ready, straight on up into those marches, 30 seconds. Driving up, keep that core nice and tall and lifted. Chest open and proud. Moving those arms to help you get a little bit more blood flow. All right, back down to the chair. Into those swings. Good, making really big circles. Lean into it. A little bit more each rep you go. Doing well, we're almost there. Fantastic, all right, 3rd and final round. We've got our marches, then back into our circles. 30 seconds here. Getting warm. Fantastic, and then back onto the chair for our final movement. Just getting that flexibility, feeling that warmth between the body. Hinging at the hips, starting those rolls. big circles. Okay, so as mentioned earlier, today's workout is a combination of strength and cardio. The equipment that you will need is a little step available somewhere from mid-shin up to just below the knee is plenty, and everything else is body weight unless you want to elevate your workout and add some weights into this. Okay, so we're working 3 rounds with 4 exercises. We're going to go 40 seconds on and then 20 seconds recovery, okay? So movement number 1, we're going to get straight on into it. We've got our step up. So with that step or box that you were using, you're going to plant the right foot up and then control back down. If you lead with the left, you come back down with the left, okay? So that is our first movement. Really simple. It's going to help get our heart rate up as we work through. Remember, you've got a little bit of control on the tempo that you work at. All right, so getting ready, set those feet up, plant the right, 40 seconds now. Plant the right, step up, right comes down first. And once you've got that rhythm, maybe you start to get a little bit quicker as you go through. We are halfway. Almost there. Fantastic work. So now our second movement we're going into is our sumo squats. So setting those feet up just that little bit wider than hip width apart, chest open, hips turned out, dropping those hips down towards the ground. When you're ready, we're going into this one. Keep that chest really broad as we go into that sumo squat position. Hips back. Squeeze the glutes as we stand really tall, creating as much tension through the glutes. We really want to target through this exercise here. We're off to a really, really great start now, so almost through. All right, so our third exercise, we're going into some shadow punching. We are standing up tall, we're doing 10 punches forward, and then once we've done 10 forward, we've got 10 overhead, okay? That's all we're doing, really simple. Get that heart rate up. Let's get into it. Good, and then straight on up into 10 overhead and then forward, counting with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then forwards. Keep that midsection nice and tight. As we are punching, our core is engaged. We're lengthening out those arms. Getting that intensity going. Almost there. Keep pushing through. All right, so now we're going into our fourth movement. We're into our kneeling push-ups. So find some space on the ground. All right, set those hands a little bit wider than shoulder width apart. Knees are firmly fixed. We want to make sure from head to knees we stay really nice and rigid and straight, okay? And then coming down into our push-ups. All right, so control. You don't have to necessarily go all the way down to the ground. If you're struggling, feel free to use a bench or a wall for these push-ups. 40 seconds, let's get going. Good, keeping your torso really straight and rigid. I don't want us to leave our hips on the ground.
Keep your hips in line with your shoulders and your head as you come down into those push-ups. Good, doing really, really well. Keep those elbows tucked in.
Okay, we're going back to our first movement for round number 2. We've got our step-ups. Remember, you lead with the foot and you come back down with that same foot. When you're ready, guys, plant it. Join with me now, alternating between each side. And if you want a little bit more intensity, you might go a little faster or a slightly higher step to get a bit more range, a bit more engagement through those glutes. Work. Okay, second movement again. We're going into our sumo squats. Remember, feet a little bit wider than hip width apart. Chest is broad. We're bringing those hips down towards our heels, okay? Let's get into it. Controlling that tempo down. Hips going back down towards our heels. Our chest stays proud. And our knees are going over those toes, not letting those knees dive in. Stay tall with the chest. Doing well so far. We've got our punches coming up. Remember, 10 horizontal punches, 10 overhead. Nice and agile. If you want to get a little bit more bouncy, you can do a little bit more steps with the legs to get that heart rate up a bit more. All right, 40 seconds now, 10 punches. Transitioning between overhead into horizontal. Big, strong punch out in front. All right, finding that space on the ground again. We're going into those kneeling push-ups. Know your range. Set those feet up. Let's get into it. Control yourself down. Find that breath as well. Slow it down. Big exhale as you push from the ground up. There is absolutely no rush here. Take it at your pace. Really drive those palms of your hands into the ground. We are almost there now. You're doing very, very good, guys. All right, so we're moving into our third and final round now, our step-ups. Who's with me? We're taking a big step up, coming down, plant it, drive it, and then moving through. If you're feeling that energy and you're feeling pretty good, start to get that intensity up a little bit more.
Move those arms to help you get that rhythm. Breathing now, we're doing well. One of our cardio movements. Give it all you got. This is your third and final round. Fantastic work. All right, we're going into our sumo squats now. So remember, feet are nice and wide, chest is proud. Really try and squeeze in through those bum muscles as we stand our way back up to the top, okay? Going in 5 seconds, chest is proud, down into it. Good. And if you want to intensify, you're even going a little bit slower on the way down, will really start to get more burn through those glutes. We are almost there. Keep squeezing, keep driving those heels down into the ground. Tush tight, chest open. Fantastic work. All right, so now we're going into those boxing positions. All right, like I said earlier, if you want to get those feet into it to work a little bit more intensely, you can. Otherwise, plant those feet, midsection tight, 10 punches forward, 10 punches overhead. Here we go, guys. This is our final punches. Good, we are off to a really good start. 10 in front, 10 above. All right, so our final movement. We've got those push-ups. Finish it off really, really strong. Knees down, hands wide, 40 seconds. Let's get it. Midsection really, really tight. Really think about drawing that belly button in, not letting it fall down towards the ground. Don't let that lower back sink. Take it as slow as you like. Just keep breathing. Do not hold your breath here. We're over halfway already. Congratulations. Hopefully you were feeling nice and warm and a little bit sweaty after that one like I am. The workout that we just completed was a combination of strength and cardio. So it really gets that heart rate up and very, very practical for your everyday life. So next session that we're going to go through is a full body strength workout with a little bit of flexibility in there as well. Looking forward to seeing you at our next session with GMHBA.